Downtown Scoop is back. I'm your host, Amanda Dukes, and I'm here with my fabulous co-host, the one and only Mike Sturdivant.
The fabulous one, as she pointed out.
Exactly. Don't forget it. Write it down if you're taking
exactly.
Notes. You're taking notes. Make sure you guys write that's important. Bold it, all caps, put some stars
I'll
around
change my
it.
name on the tagline down below. It's okay.
Thank you. You could just add that as your title. That would be fantastic.
I got you.
Mike, how you been?
I'm doing well. How are you? We haven't done this in a while.
We haven't. So why don't you tell us why we're here? What made the Downtown Scoop arise?
The arts are bringing us together. You know, last year we did a show where we had Cassie from the city and Mo Ader from Arts and Start talking about Mural Fest, which last year was the inaugural festival, and the city and the Downtown Partnership, Arts and Start, Visit Canton's bringing it back for year 2. So we had to jump back on the podcast to celebrate and give everybody all the info on year 2 of Mural Fest.
That is fantastic. I love when new events are able to come back for a year 2. Exactly. I've heard several people talking about it. I've heard several downtown businesses having ideas about where the murals could be, where they want them to be, and things like that. So I think that's a great sign for some more to come. So we're excited that they decided to do this again this year. And without further ado, should we let them come in and talk about it? So we'll just sit here and take up all the time?
Probably, I guess so. We got some important people on the call waiting.
We do. Of course, we brought Cassie back. Hello. We have Don Angus and Tony. Hi, guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming back. I'm going to keep my face off the logo as much as possible, guys. Okay. I'm making no promises. So thank you guys so much for joining us today, of course, to talk about this wonderful event. Cassie, I love that you came back. And why don't you tell us why it was important to have a year 2 of the Mural Fest?
Sure. So last year was the first year we did it, and it was a lot of trial and error. We've never done anything like it before, and we learned a lot. So we were excited to do it again this year, just because of how successful it was last year, and to improve upon it because of everything we learned. So we're doing 9 new murals this year, both in the same area that it was last year, but then we're also spreading them out a little bit further downtown, so people get to explore a little bit more of our city.
Nice. Don, when did you know that you were doing a year 2? How quickly did you know?
I knew from the beginning of year 1, number 1.
Love that. Yes. I love that. That's the only right answer, guys.
I just felt that with the team that we were, with Arts and Start, Visit Canton, the city, Downtown Canton Partnership, it's a great partnership. Always has been. And when we roll up our sleeves, things kind of come together. So when year 1 started, we kind of sat in a room and stared at each other and said, what are we doing? And then all of a sudden it started coming together, it started clicking. And then all of a sudden paint started splashing and people started celebrating. We're like, yep, next year, this is what we're doing. And even when we were standing out there year 1, we were looking at buildings like, that building is next. So we always kind of intuitively do. And, long range, next year, I don't know if it'll necessarily be called Mural Fest, but we're moving out into the neighborhoods of the city of Canton.
Oh, okay. I love that. Y'all get that breaking news here. They're expanding next year.
So it's always our plan. Start in a concentrated area downtown, spread it out a little bit in downtown, and then ultimately go global Canton.
Yeah, because you're going to outgrow downtown. Eventually, you will run out of walls.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are plenty around the city, okay? I have some ideas of my own.
Love to hear them.
Amanda's got a fence in her backyard she would design for summer parties.
That's Mike's dream. So Tony, tell me why it's important to continue to express art in the community.
I think what we're learning about the Mural Fest event specifically is that it's fun for all of our community members who are passionate about art and who are passionate about our downtown area. And so specifically with the art, one of the things that I remember from the event last year was seeing so many of the artists just enjoy the time together. So the event is yes, it's absolutely for Canton and our community, but this is also for our artists. They loved being together. They loved creating together. And so that's what this event is all about. It's celebrating art and it's celebrating our city.
I love that. I know that it's big to have the artists and the camaraderie involved in it. And last year, you guys had students, kids, younger kids involved as well. Are we planning on doing the same thing this year?
Yep. It'll be at the same location. We're redoing those panels with a different school group this year. It is Canton McKinley AP art students.
Love that. Yeah, go Bulldogs.
So we're very excited to have them participate this year, and they're so excited to do it as well. They cannot wait.
That's beautiful. I also believe, especially when it comes to the students and the kids in this community, that helps grow your love for the community because you're now a part of it. And when you're part of something, you kind of plant your seed in your community and you want to help it grow. It's kind of just natural progression. So I think that that's really important. And I love that you guys see that too.
Yeah, I think there was something so special last year seeing the professional artists painting at the same time as like the little students from Canton Country Day. And just them like looking around and seeing like, oh, this is people's jobs. Like they get to do this.
Yes.
They love it, and that they're so talented. And I think it's just really, really great to have that like together.
We were remiss not to mention too, because art is very contagious and everybody enjoys and wants to take part of it. Even Tom Todd has stepped up with one of their programs, and they're going to be painting a mural that it's not technically part of Mural Fest, but we're going to celebrate it nonetheless because they've come up with a mural. It's going to be completed at the same time at the kickoff Mural Fest. So let's celebrate them too. The more the merrier.
I love that because even having this, the Mural Fest, it sparks more ideas that maybe doesn't fall into the Mural Fest dates. But that doesn't mean that there won't be other artists or other ideas where they want to paint and have, or whatever it may be, maybe a sculpture. Like it sparks ideas. The beautiful thing about art.
And to your point about bring civic pride, just brings more of our youth that are engaged, involved. It's something they create, and Kat Francis will be painting this, and it's their vision being executed to real life. So once again, let's celebrate us all.
I love that. I know that I'll say when I was growing up, but like back in high school, I remember the downtown area being vibrant and the art like really growing down there. That's when like the octopus that seems to be coming out of the building, like whatever, like they had all those they're spread all across Canton now, but all those statues like the duck, the monkey, the things that the kids love climbing on, and you slowly did kind of see those things fade away. So having the Mural Fest, I really feel like is bringing kind of back that vibrancy of downtown Canton. Was that one of your guys' goal? And why is that important?
Absolutely. I came from the city of Cleveland as their chief city planner. And surprisingly enough, we found out during the RNC when it came to Cleveland, when we were a host city, that there's only 5, I think it's either 4 or 6 locations in all of downtown that are pre-approved locations for murals in the entire city of Cleveland. Now you see them pop up in neighborhoods a little bit, but when I came to Canton, I saw the murals that already existed in the canvas and the fabric there. I mean, it's always been a way to celebrate, bring vibrancy, bring eyes, bring attention, and differentiate ourselves as a community compared to our other Northeast Ohio peers.
I absolutely love that. Cassie or Tony, anything to add?
Yeah, I'll tag onto that too and just say that like I mean if you're around any of the things that we do downtown, art is a huge factor in what we're doing through all of their downtown Canton partnership things. But this kind of group of organizations that have come together, everybody understands that art is woven into who downtown is. And so Arts and Stark, the city, the Downtown Canton Partnership, and Visit Canton all coming together to make sure that when somebody comes down here, you see really cool stuff on the side of our buildings. But it's not just that. There's art. You cannot walk around our downtown and not be immersed in our art scene.
Yes.
Agreed.
As far as the community goes, and even from somebody who works in the travel industry at the DoubleTree in downtown Canton, our guests are often mentioned like it's almost a surprise, like this is actually really nice down here. Like we are a small city, guys. I get it. You think we're all football, understood, but that is actually a very small piece of what Canton is about, and particularly downtown Canton, like you mentioned, Tony. How are we hoping that this is going to grow? I'm big on the community camaraderie part of it, not just with artists, but with businesses and politicians and the every day-to-day mom and dad and children and things like that. How are you hoping that this brings people together and kind of help strengthen the community aspect of Canton?
I think it gives people a new reason to come and explore downtown. I think that there's like a comfort around going and seeing art and murals too, that maybe if they're a little bit apprehensive about coming downtown, they'll be like, oh, like they're really putting some like vibrancy and some excitement into this, like there's something going on here. And I think too, a lot of people who came downtown last year, they were surprised after coming to Mural Fest at like how much downtown had to offer. And I think just really building on that is important.
One of the things I love is one of the murals from last year was the giant falcon painted on the side of, I think it's Strauss Studios.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's massive, it's vibrant. You can see that thing from what feels like miles when you're coming up from the southern end of Tusk. Mm-hmm. Your eyes get drawn to it because it's so big, it's so vibrant, and you just have to go, wait, what is that? And draw you over. It's such a, it was such a great spot to put a mural that vibrant. I mean, it could have been anything, but the falcon is super cool, but it draws you over to that area because you can't miss it because it's so awesome. Same with Dirk with his warehouse district spot. It's on such an important road where there's so much traffic going, and it draws your eyes to it because of how creative it is. And I think that's just one of the cool things that even if you're not somebody who you're driving through or passing through, it's catching your attention to go, wait, I need to go over and check out what that is. So it's also just such a draw to passerbys coming in to catch your attention. And it's just the whole thing adds so much to the downtown area in so many different respects.
I think I really do want to circle back something that you said, Cassie, that I think as a community, because this is Downtown Scoops about downtown Canton, other people will watch it, but this is for our community. And something you said is like, it makes people more comfortable, could give them more comfortable feeling seeing the art. I think that's very important for Canton in general. There is a ton of people who will grab on to the negativity that they hear about Canton, downtown specifically. We have fantastic events downtown. It hurts my heart when people feel like they aren't safe down there to come enjoy, because I just feel like y'all are missing out. Like, these are wonderful events. It feels good to be there. You do feel, I have never been downtown and felt unsafe.
I haven't either.
Or like as the like events go, especially like that downtown Centennial area, it's more like a reunion, you know, small. It's more people that you know or haven't seen in a while or only have seen at work in a work capacity. So it's always really nice. So to kind of align the arts with comfort and safety, I think is a beautiful thing, and I want that to really capture people to understand that that's why art is important, regardless of what it is, whether it be the murals that you see, whether it be music being played downtown, the bands and things like that. Like, these type of things help comfort people. In mental health community, though, they have art activities that you do to help you through anxiety, some depressive states, or just being stressed out. There are coloring books for adults because we are stressed. Like, there's something to it. They'll tell you to listen to calming music so you can study for students. So there is actual education to back this stuff up. So I really want people to kind of open their mind and their hearts to that. So thank you for choosing that word very, very carefully. I'm just going to tell it straight like it is. I'm fine. You keep saying, I'll tell y'all, cut it out.
It feels like we should always ask the follow-up question of, when was the last time you were down there?
I do.
Somebody who thinks that is like, when were you down there last, right? Or what were you doing there? Because you're right. Like, any of our events that are down there, There's always like security, and a lot of it's not even needed. Honestly, like our events are safe and they're fun. And
The
we have
security has a
awesome
good
restaurants.
time.
Yeah. We have awesome attractions downtown. And we got to keep telling that story.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'll point it out every single time. I definitely challenge people when it comes to that, because I think that's important. So for, some of the naysayers, oh, why do we need this? More arts. We need to focus on this and focus on that. This is a way to help it. And again, you can't change the world in one day, but you absolutely can help in your community. And just by slowly having things and adding beauty to the things that some people try to throw dirt on, I think is important and it matters. So I appreciate you guys for that message. So tell us how some of this came about, because I know that it's always a group effort here in our beautiful community. Tell us about some of the people that you guys partnered with, as well as the artists.
Sure. So this year, much like last year, we are a group of the City of Canton, Arts and Stark, Visit Canton, and Downtown Canton Partnership. We are very thankful again this year to have a sponsor. It's Skyworks, and they are providing all of the lifts for our artists because some of the walls are far too large for just a ladder. And so that was very generous, and we're really happy to be working with them again. We have 9 artists this year. And again, much like last year, they're all fantastic. We're super excited. And they're not just from Ohio. We have some people from Canton. We have some people from Northeast Ohio and Akron. But we also have people from Florida, and we have people from Wisconsin coming to Canton this year to paint for us. So we're very excited.
In New York.
Yes, in New York.
So are there 9 murals being painted, or some of the artists working together? So there are 9 murals.
Yes, there are 9 murals. There are several that are happening where the murals were last year. Then we have a couple of other spots. The YMCA downtown is getting a mural. Mills Historic Tower is getting a mural this year. And there's going to be a new one on Court right over by Two Scoops. So we're going to help bring some of that excitement up the hill, as we say, towards other parts of downtown.
That's exciting, because even up that way, the library's up that way too, and they're about to get a whole
reset.
That's all good things. And just like we talked about the kids kind of planting their seed in the community, having people from out of state come to Kingston, or even, different cities come and plant, they now feel like they're a part of it. So it helps bring people back, which is great for the economy, guys, which is great for our city. So these are good things, just pointing out all the positives. It may just seem like, oh, people painting on the wall. It's so much more than that. It really is. So
I find it so sorry.
No.
It's so interesting how people from out of state even find us, like still being like a very new event. Like we've only done it 1 year, and somehow we had, even more applicants from out of state that unfortunately we couldn't have join us this year. But it's just so cool that so many people want to do this with us.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing, because not only did we have so many more applicants than their first year, we had a handful of return applicants, and it was hard to say no to the artists that we had previously worked with, because they're fantastic. Their portfolio is incredible. What they did for us was unbelievable. And it's like, oh, crud. We got this stack of new, we got this group of others. Like, this is impossible to select. So it's a good thing. It just shows that, what we did last year was positive, both for ourselves as well as the artists that came, because they want to be part of it again.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that's fun, I think, about this idea in general is that the murals stay up all year, right? So while we might be throwing a party for our actual Mural Fest event, and it's centralized and there's a lot of stuff going on, which we'll get to in a little bit maybe, but these murals are up all year round for people to enjoy. And I think that's one of the genius things about Mural Fest is that, yes, it's this celebration, but we get to enjoy it forever.
I love that.
And what's the cool thing is these are great artists from all over the United States that want to come here. Like they were applying to come here. This wasn't like a recruiting pitch that Cassie or Moed did. With like, hey, we saw that artist on Instagram. We reached out and it did. Like these are artists that found out about this event, saw the buzz about it last year, and said, I want to go be a part of that. Which I think is it's showing the importance of this event and what it's creating, not just in downtown of the city, but all over the place. It's awesome that and there's some big time artists that we've gotten last year and coming in this year as well, that cities would die to have a mural from them in their city, and they're applying and kind of trying to fight over each other to be a part of this event, which is incredible, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, we often get us Northeast Ohio folks, we always think, we're not worthy.
Right.
We kind of tend to believe this narrative that is so unbelievably untrue about ourselves, our cities. But meanwhile, why would somebody from the Bronx, New York, with this portfolio they have say, yeah, I want to come to Canton? And then you talk to the gentleman, and it's like, this is the nicest guy I've ever spoke to on the phone. And then all of a sudden, it's like, hey, we got this idea. This is the why. We'd like to celebrate you. No problem. I got this idea. Boom. It's like, shit. It's like, this is incredible.
It's a family show, Don. It's a family show.
It's just, we just beat ourselves back. These narratives about like it's unsafe. No, have you been here? Or we live here and we're like, oh, we can't have the things that New York City has. Yeah, they want to come here.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's awesome.
It really is. It's refreshing to look ourselves in the mirror and say, yes, we are worthy. Yes, we are an incredible community, and yes, we do matter.
Yes, and we have a tremendous potential to grow even better. Imagine that, Don. We're already great. We're already better, guys.
Yeah.
So I love that. That's fantastic. So we definitely want to give you guys the information on when this is. Just talk about here, let me just pop this up and stop talking. So the Mural Fest is Saturday, September 27th from 1 to 4 p.m. And they're all the wonderful partners that they mentioned earlier to help bring this thing together, because this is an extremely incredible event. And again, guys, this is the date that they're celebrating these. Like they'll be done. Some of them were done earlier. We were enjoying them, or even driving to downtown, watching them paint them and everything. But they're going to be up forever. So although this is us telling you, hey, these are when we're celebrating these new ones. So if you can't make it to that event to come celebrate them, please go around, look at them, tell people about it, because I think it's incredible. And these artists work very hard. I'm not getting up on nobody's lift to paint anything. So be clear, this is actual art to be informed and people sharing a piece of themselves, and that's beautiful. That is, I think, is something very vulnerable that I don't think that people realize that artists do. Can you tell us a little bit about why you choose to do it around this time of year? Is there a particular reason for that was fit in the schedule?
Well, August is a busy month here in Canton, as we all know, because of football.
Something happened in the beginning.
Early spring, and a lot of rain kind of occurs. September just kind of seems to be like that. I'm knocking on wood. Nice weather, nice days, and it's not competing. We really want it to stand alone and be its own thing, and not compete with anything else going on. So we worked hard to make sure that the calendar's aligned where it really can be its celebratory event.
I love that. Let me tell you why I asked. I really thought I was going to get some kind of answer yes, because the paint doesn't do well. I wasn't just asking because I ran out of questions. I really did. I really thought there was some sort of science behind it. Probably should have pre-asked that question before we got it.
Well, I got one.
Thank you, Don, for making that.
Yep.
And maybe even just to speak to that, too, Amanda, is that this effort comes together with a lot of research. Like Don and Cassie said before, we learn a lot about how to do this. And so did Cassie ever know about what needs to happen to actually seal a mural on a wall beforehand? No, but that's what we do. When you jump into a project like this, you find out things that you didn't know. And I think Cassie and Don specifically are going to be experts at how to prep a wall now.
Cassie will be.
I was thinking too, we chose September, but it takes a lot of time to get this all planned and ready to go. Like our call for artists went out in the spring. It takes time to get all of those things back and interviewed and then set up and ready to go. So like, it's not just this 1 month of September that everything gets done. Like we started in, I don't know, February or March this year.
And the building owners too, Cass.
Yeah, and getting all the building owners involved. And, sometimes we know them and we have working relationships with them. Sometimes we don't, and we have to meet them and kind of tell them what we're all about. And so that takes time and effort. And so there's a lot of behind the scenes kind of stuff that happens to make Mural Fest what it is.
Well, and think about the artist. It's not like these guys are painting on a 16 by 20 canvas. They're painting on literally the side of a massive building and putting out extremely detailed murals. So that alone it's not like they're showing up on Thursday and this mural's ready by Saturday. Some of these guys are out there working for weeks to get these murals right. It was fun to kind of pop over and watch it happen. Like as it was happening and see the mural start to take form and take shape. It was such a cool experience last year, even leading up to just the event and walking around.
Yeah.
We have a caller, everybody.
Need to get that? Is it a city
I thought we were doing something new. I was ready.
We're about to get some inside information on some city planning. Go ahead and get that, Dawn. We want to know what's going on. We're breaking
calls. Call questions live here.
Can I talk a little bit too about a lot of cities that are our size don't have organizations that are willing to come together and actually pull something like this off. And so this, again, I know we've talked about this already, but like everybody's doing heavy lifting here. For Music Canton and Arts and Stark is doing a lot of the promo. We at the Downtown Canton Partnership are running the day of event. And then all the work that Cassie and Dawn have put into like call for artists, working with the artists on the contracts and all that stuff, finding the walls, prepping the walls. It's a rat race. And so a lot of cities can't pull something like this off because there's just not enough interest or not enough willingness to partner.
It takes a village. Is that what they say? To pull stuff off.
That's quite literally the definition of community there, folks.
Right.
You got
it. We are working as a community. Which village community is the same, Mike? So thank you.
Same.
So for kind of the final thoughts for this, I want each of you to go. We'll start with Cassie, Dawn, and Tony.
I have one question before we get there because I know how hard Tony's been
Mike,
working.
you missed your opportunity.
I was trying to fit it in.
Mike
listen.
Mike is also learning an art of podcasting and working with Andy.
Trying to be respectful to the thoughts, but I know how hard Tony has been working on day of the event. So the people that are coming to the day of, there's so much more than just, hey, murals being up to look at. So Tony, do you want to dive in a little bit about what people can expect when they come to the event?
Yeah, that's great. No, this is a party. This is a time for us to celebrate art and to celebrate that art that is downtown. So we'll be setting up right behind kind of like Delhi, Ohio, Mike's Pizza area at the 4th Street Collective. This is where the highest concentration of our old and new murals are. And so at that kind of hub for the event, you'll find balloon twisters, face painting, origami. I got an origami guy coming out. He's gonna be kind of funny.
That's actually great. I love it.
Yeah. And there'll be food trucks there. Nicolina will be there playing music for us and helping direct people around as well. But so there's kind of, the event is kind of two-tiered. There's this hub of an experience where it is a party, great for the family. But because we've spread Mural Fest out a little bit more with some of our walls, there's a walking tour that, again, Cassie and Dawn have kind of outlined, and there's going to be clear marked paths on where people are supposed to go. And so those will be kind of put down on the street so that people don't get lost on the route. And then we'll be activating some different parts of our downtown throughout that day as well. So if you walk up to like the ice skating rink to look at Laura Mills's building there to see the mural on that wall, somebody's actually been doing, Ron White's doing a big chalk mural on the ice skating rink as well, to just kind of keep integrating this idea of like murals and art. And so if you go from there, there's also an activation like Cassie mentioned, the YMCA. We had such a great time during Chocolate Walk this year. We had a kid that's 11 years old that painted that chalked a mural for us this year, and he's going to be chalking again right in front of the YMCA, doing something there, so that there's stuff for you to enjoy as you're walking around down there. We'll try to have some music playing as well, but this is a party and it's a celebration, and we're actually created a route too, so this is more accessible. If you're not somebody who can get around our whole downtown by doing the walk, it is just a 1 mile loop. So it doesn't take you all day to do it or anything like that. It's a 1 mile loop, but we're also going to have SARTA there. They're willing to partner with us to take a trip around and actually stop at the different murals and stuff like that. So that'll be available to us. And we'll be leaving with trips kind of every half hour, every hour, depending on the demand. So
that is beautiful. Thank you, Mike. That was a fantastic question. And thank you guys for putting in all the hard work to really think about all aspects. And also, folks, I want to remind you that this is a community event in our downtown area, and there are a ton of family-owned businesses down there. So as you're walking around, as you're going around, please support. Please stop into some of the other art studios that are down. We have several. There's plenty to eat and drink downtown, so don't walk by one. Like, pick one or two and go enjoy. There's plenty of shops and things like that to pop into. You may not even know we're there just because you haven't been able to really have an intricate walk down there. This is a beautiful opportunity to kind of just support all the way around in different aspects of downtown Canton, just to kind of open your mind up. So with that, Mike, can I ask my question now?
You can now.
So I just really want you guys to kind of get, because you really have been putting in a lot of work, and I know that all of you are passionate about this. It's clear in how you talk about it and how you care. So start with Cassie, going to Don, and Tony, you're our closer. Just what you really want people to get out of this event, your hope that people get out of this event, because again, you are also putting yourself and your passions and planting your seeds as well, so it matters. So let's water it a little bit.
Yeah, I hope that people come downtown, they get to see something new, they get to explore a city that maybe they know well but find something new anyway, or maybe they've never been here and they are like just as amazed as we are of our city. That's pretty much it for me.
Well, for me, I want everybody to know that we have a fantastic mayor, and Mayor Scheer, who supported this from the day that he came into office and really likes what we're doing. I want people to know that Mo Ader and Arts and Stark are a great asset that we have here in Canton and the county at large. I want people to know that Allie Bussey and her team over at Visit Canton, yes, they promote the entire region and the county, but they really put their heart into downtown Canton. And I want them to know that Todd Herberts, the director of DCP, is a great advocate. And it's these people that come together collectively and stand for making sure that the Cantonians as large have wonderful things.
Great.
Love that.
Yeah, I would say while art is for everybody, I always love to see families downtown. And so that's why we're trying to make this a party where it's for all ages. And so bringing people down to, again, like Don and Cassie have already said, to experience something new, maybe pop into a store or a shop or a restaurant you haven't been to, or to celebrate all of the people who keep coming together and keep coming to the table and trying to do things for our community. But I want families to have a great sense of belonging that they can experience in being a part of a downtown event like Mural Fest, to know that it's safe, it's vibrant, it's a blast. So we hope families just come out and want to enjoy the art and enjoy our city.
Love that. Thank you guys so much. Please do not miss the Mural Fest downtown Canton on Saturday, September the 27th, 1 to 4 p.m. There is plenty to do, plenty to see, artists to support, businesses to support. There's plenty of ways for you to get around to each mural, as Tony talked about. So please make sure that you reach out if you have any questions on how to make that happen, and just come down and enjoy and have a good time. Even if, say you weren't into art, cool, come down and see come experience it anyways, because maybe something will spark you. Like Cassie said, come see something new, come enjoy something new, come find something new, because the city is always trying to grow and learn, and we have to support that for that to actually come to fruition. Guys, thank you so much for being here, and we thank you for putting on this event and working so incredibly hard.
And thank you for what you do. Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll see you at the end of September.
That's right. That's right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Mike.
It's like we never left.
I know. First of all, I'm proud of us because we didn't go crazy for the food trucks, but they did say there'd be food down there too. So.
I know. We're trying to kill it back, but we will go ham the day of the event. Do kids still say go ham? Is that, am I old on that?
I think that's tough. Like, that's what I'm getting right now.
We're going to go tough on. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go tough on.
I don't think it works that way.
I made it work that way. We're going to go tough on food trucks, guys.
If any of you guys catch me and Mike downtown at the same time,
these are our normal conversations. It's okay.
We are always talking about food or coffee. I can assure you.
Friends first, and that's what brings us together.
Absolutely. Listen, he made great recommendations. He made great recommendations, and I haven't been steered wrong. I'm just saying.
That's what we know.
So when you see us downtown, you can come up to us and ask us for recommendations, and we will steer you in.
And now we're cultured on art. We're basically well-rounded downtown Cantonians now.
Careful, we might have to start charging y'all.
I know.
Our expertise.
We got Venmo. We'll carry QR codes around. You can scan.
I have Venmo, Zelle, Cash App. I take cash. Exactly. I do work for food, so if you want to buy me a plate, that also works.
We're easy to keep happy.
We're laughing. I'm very serious. Exactly. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this very special episode of the Downtown Scoop with Amanda and Mike. And we hope to see you guys soon for a bunch of fun events. Continue to support downtown, continue to support downtown events, businesses, and your city. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.